Here are a couple of origami pieces that I learned when I was young and I've forgotten over the years. And this one is a couple of boxes. You can use them as is. This is like one box, and you can make another box and then put one inside, and then you have like a covered box. It's good for your little things, coins and ring nuts or whatnot. So it's pretty easy once you know how to do it, and you just have to practice a little. And like most of origami shapes or pieces that you have to do, you start out with a square sheet of paper. You can use a trimmer, or you can just tear it. If you want to be neat, you can use a trimmer or scissor. So we're going to start with the boxes. Okay, we'll do one box. Basically, you have a square sheet of paper and you fold it corner to corner. It's much easier to have a video showing you how to do this. You can always pause the video or go back because it's a visual presentation. You won't forget. Okay, so you have something like this. Okay, so what you do next is go like this. And then like this. If it's not exactly, precise, you can get it right the next time. So you fold this piece over. You fold this piece over. It looks like something like this, right? Then you flip it over. You fold the corners in. It's much easier than follow a book, and you have these imaginary lines, and it's difficult to figure out how they actually go. So yeah, would be like this, right? So you fold this top part in to make one edge of the box. You fold the corners neatly in so you have a shape of a box, right? And then you just fold this over like that. I think you are beginning to see what I'm doing to get the shape of the box. Fold this other piece in, and then you have to firm up the edge so this won't be like insecure, so to speak, like that. And you go around just firming up the corners, and you have a box. This is a box, right? Now if you make two of them, you can put your coins or earrings or whatever in there. If you're too cheap to buy a jewelry box, hey, that's your jewelry box. Put your diamond rings in there. Diamonds, right? And make one for your jade or pearls or whatever. Okay, that's the second piece of origami craft that I'm making is this pen stand. You can see the base of the stand is wider and it's narrower on top, so it actually works. You can put a pen like this and it won't tip over too easily. Anyway, okay, now again, it starts out with a square sheet of paper. When we were kids, we don't use scissors, we just tear it off. Now I'm using a thicker bond of paper. You don't have to, you can use any kind of paper, but it's probably better to have a piece of paper that is big like this rather than a small one, because otherwise your stand would be too small and you don't want that. You can see the edge is a little rough, but that's okay. And you flip it over and you fold it. The idea is to get the crease, so you have a crease. Okay? And then now you go like this to form a shape like this on both sides. This is like a basic origami shape. I hope this is within the camera finder, viewfinder here. It's hard to do this while you're looking at the viewfinder to make sure that everything is in the frame. So you have something that looks like this, okay? Something that looks like this, okay? And now what you do, you go like this. I was going to use another color paper, but I think pink would show up better on camera. So you have something like this. So you have something like this, and you flip this over. So both sides are like this. Now, with this end up, you fold it like this, because this side is going to flip over later. If you fold it this side, then this corner is attached, so you won't be able to do that. So you fold it like this. On both sides. There's a lot of symmetry in origami. Now you can see, I haven't done exactly an excellent job because they don't line up too nicely. That's because I'm trying to make sure that this is in the camera viewfinder and not out of it. Okay, so fold it again. Right, like this. Fold it the other side also. I hope this will come out and it won't come out too small on the camera. You see here, you have this line here and this line here. You fold it up again. It's like the legs, you fold it up both sides. And then this, I would fold it back. This actually gets tucked in, but if you fold it back, it's easier to tuck it in. Fold this. We're almost done with this. You tuck it in, this hold the papers together. So instead of having to use glue or scotch tape, you don't need to. Okay, now this here gets tucked in too the other way, but I would fold it up to the outside first to get the crease, and then I fold it back in. Like this. See here? This is folded out initially. Okay, it's pretty much done. And then you have this cone shape here, and you pull this out, right? You sort of flatten the bottom. This is actually the bottom, and you try to make it flat so it will stand up nicely, right? If the corner came out, tuck it back in, and that's your stand. That's how it should look like. Again, you see the base is wider. That will give it some stability. And you can put a few pens in here. If it's a pencil or something like that. This is kind of heavy. This is like a magic marker. So you can put your long stuff in there. Pretty neat. This one I made before is much better because I was doing it off camera, so it's a little more precise. If you're a little more precise, what you fold will come out better looking. So there you have it. Your pen stand and your jewelry box. I have a lot more actually, but I have to try to remember how to do it. This is the kind of thing that if you don't do often, you tend to forget. And YouTube is a good thing. It's not only to show other people, it's a good reminder. When I make these things, it's a reminder for myself. If I want to remember how to do this, hey, I look on YouTube for my own videos. Okay, thanks for watching.